after like a 2-3 week delay, the Vivo X100 Ultra. So for the past 2 weeks, every video I made, whether it was on the iPad or on the Rocket Station, tablets, smartwatches, I would get the same comment. Hey, where's the Vivo X100 Ultra review? To be honest, I don't blame a lot of you guys for keep asking me because number one, I've been a big champion of Vivo smartphones, Vivo cameras for the past 3 years. And number two, I am usually always one of the first people to get my hands on Chinese flagships. So the fact that this time I'm like way late. So the reason it's been so late, it's because I'm in Thailand right now. And unfortunately has really strict customs. Sometimes they would just, ooh, titanium color. Sometimes they would just randomly hold products for like a week, 2 weeks for no reason. I've been waiting for this phone for so long because it has a 200 megapixel periscope zoom lens with a 1/1.4 inch image sensor. That's the largest image sensor in any smartphone right now in a zoom lens. It beats even the Xiaomi 14 Ultra, which has a 1/2.5, which was pretty large, but this guy is on another level. It is Saturday night right now. I actually was supposed to go out to get dinner, but then this package suddenly arrived and I was asked if I wanted to get the package today, I would have to pay a little bit extra. And I was like, you know what? I will pay the money, deliver it right now. 8:20 p.m. right now on June 1st, Saturday night. I canceled my dinner plans. I told my friends, hey, something important came in. You guys know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna take the Vivo X100 Ultra outside along with other phones and I'm gonna take a bunch of photos and test out the cameras. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the Vivo X100 Pro on me right now, so I will just be testing the Vivo X100 Ultra against the Vivo X Fold 3 Pro and also the Xiaomi 14 Ultra, and then I might get some shots with the iPhone 15 Pro Max too, just for reference. And obviously this is just a day one, night one impression. I'll be back with more later. Okay, I'm back. It is now 2:40 a.m., which means I've been working on testing this camera and working on this video for the past 5 or 6 hours now. For this test, I am focusing entirely on low light photos because I'm filming it at night, and also just on the zoom lens because the zoom lens is the most important lens, is what separates the great from the good, and also because the main camera, there's a lot to cover. Vivo has added so much to this camera system, including a brand new camera UI called Humanistic Camera that you swipe up from the bottom, and I've been told this is for street photography, but this has a completely different UI from Vivo's standard camera lens. So this requires a whole separate video. Rest assured, I will make more videos on this camera system, including like a vlog and a full review later. But for this, let's just focus on the nighttime zoom photos. So the first thing I did is went up to the rooftop of my condo and I took these photos. So first, I'm shooting with the 3.7x lens of the Vivo and the Xiaomi's 3.2x lens, and then also Samsung's 3x zoom. Even just looking at the photos from afar like this, you can already see Vivo's image is better. Xiaomi shot is a little bit blurry because Xiaomi needed to use night mode, and Samsung shot is just a little bit dull and dark right here. And then if we go into actual size, I mean, it's not going to be close. So you see, Samsung shot is ridiculously noisy right here. Xiaomi shot is blurry because it had to use night mode, and I took multiple photos too. Vivo's image, now once you zoom into actual size, it doesn't look that clean because this is a lot of AI processing, but this is still definitely a more functional image than the other two guys. And if you move to the top of the building, yeah, I mean, the difference is clear. That's what happens when you have a larger image sensor. Like I've always been saying for the past 3 years now, image sensor size absolutely matters. The Vivo has the largest image sensor of these three, so it didn't need to use night mode like these two guys right here. So right here, we have a 10x zoom from the same spot. We can see that Xiaomi did not use night mode here, so that's why it's so much darker. But I actually like Xiaomi shot a lot. It has a very visually striking contrast. Vivo shot looks a little bit overly processed. And then if you go into actual size, you can see that again, Samsung's image, once you zoom in, it's just like a water painting right here. It's completely blotchy and soft. I mean, not that Vivo and Samsung shot is much better, because you have to remember, this is a 10x zoom in really dark situation now, but both of these are a little bit better than Samsung's. Okay, so right here, it's another 3x zoom of the swing at the park, and again, even just looking from afar without needing to pixel peek, we can see Vivo's images look much better. The colors are a lot more accurate. This little chrome bar here actually is this color. Samsung and Xiaomi, I don't know why it looks a little bit washed out and blown out like this. And then if you go into actual size, you see significant difference. Even though Vivo's shot focused on the wrong thing, it focused on the plant behind and not the swing. I then took a 5x zoom from the same spot, and this time I added the iPhone right here on the right. And the iPhone actually did a pretty good job of the colors, but the iPhone obviously needed night mode more longer than the other three phones. And if you go into actual size, the iPhone actually did the best job. It actually focused on the swing, whereas the other three missed the focus. Here we have another set of 5x zoom into a tree. Vivo X100 Ultra on the left, Xiaomi 14 Ultra on the right. Xiaomi 14 Ultra actually did a pretty decent job here. I think the shot looks good, but you see Vivo's exposure is a little bit better because Vivo's the king of HDR. And then if you go into actual size, Vivo's image is more detailed too, although there is a little bit of over sharpening on Vivo's end, but still, if you look at Xiaomi's image, it's just way too soft. So this is another zoom in a really dark room actually. Both shots did a pretty good job considering how dark it was, but again, even from afar you can see the Vivo shot just wins. There's just more details. The whole frame is a little bit better illuminated all around. Here's another set of 10x zoom shots with the Vivo X100 Ultra here, Xiaomi 14 Ultra in the middle, and the Vivo X Fold 3 Pro on the right. For a foldable phone, Vivo's 10x zoom shot's actually pretty good, but it obviously loses to the other two guys because they are slab phones with still a larger sensor and better cameras. So the Vivo Fold is the worst image of the three, and then once you compare the Xiaomi Ultra and the Vivo Ultra, once again, the Vivo Ultra is just a little bit sharper all around. It's a 10x zoom into this lawn chair. From afar, Xiaomi's image is soft and blurry because it was using night mode. Again, I took multiple photos, so you cannot just say, oh, my hands were shaky. I did the handheld for all four of them. Xiaomi's needs to work on the night mode. So we can eliminate Xiaomi from the competition right here because that shot just wasn't working. Samsung's image, once you zoom in, it's extremely blurry and soft on details as usual, so we can get rid of that. So it comes down to the iPhone and Vivo. And actually, this is a pretty close one. So I have to give credit to the iPhone. Their night mode is really good. But okay, one last test because it is like 3 a.m. right now. I'm going to put this poster, this illustration of Will Smith slapping the hell out of Chris Rock right here. And I'll turn off most of the lights in the apartment. 10x zoom. At 10x is the same story. Once you zoom into actual size and pixel peep, the Vivo image is the cleanest. Look at Will Smith's head. Look at Chris Rock's face as he's getting slapped. So yeah, I think it's safe to say the Vivo X100 Ultra basically won every sample so far. Now, I know this video is a little bit kind of unscientific and a little bit ghetto. The way I put it together was so shoddily put together. I apologize for that. But it's because I got this phone so late. I mean, I'm like 2 weeks behind everybody right now. So I just wanted to get this video out first because I have a very busy next 5-6 days coming. I have a lot of deadlines I need to do. So I wasn't sure I can have the time to put together a proper video. But rest assured, when I'm done with that busy period in 5 or 6 days, I will put together a proper video on the Vivo X100 Ultra. I will test the cameras more, test all the different shooting modes too. And I will have a full review coming up. But so far, early signs are promising. The zoom lens is legit. So yeah, it is 3:30 a.m. I've been working from 8:38 p.m. when I got the phone to now 3:30 a.m. So if you appreciate the effort that I put in, please consider subscribing to my channel. It will help me a lot. Thanks for watching.
To all the ladies in the place with style and grace.